Hi and welcome to the 100th part of this whole Let's Build. Today we are going to build Ember Prime. Warframes. There it is. God damn, that was a pig to get. Not as hard as Mag Prime, because we did this in reverse. We started with the systems. Now, at the minute, they are dropping on the capture missions in the Void. So, it's Tier 1 for the helmet and chassis, Tier 2 for the chassis/helmet, and Tier 3 for the systems, or the chassis. Or the normal blueprint, or the helmet. Which, that one did weird us out, because we got the systems, and the normal blueprint from Tier 3. There is talk of the chassis only being a Tier 3 reward. But I can't see them doing that, not with the other two Warframes already established. The systems is Tier 3, the chassis is Tier 2, the helmet and normal blueprint are usually Tier 1. I know the helmet is definitely Tier 1, because we just got it on a Tier 1. The systems is definitely a Tier 3, because we got it on a Tier 3. And the chassis is a Tier 2, because we got it on a Tier 2. The normal blueprint I can't verify though, because as I say, we got that doing a Tier 3. Now we're going to build these as normal. It cost, being a prime, a lot more. It's 3 Morphics, 100 Ferrite and 300 Rubido for the chassis. 12 hours. Click build on that. It's usually just the one for the helmet, isn't it? Yep, just one normally for the chassis. The helmet is 150 alloy plates, 2 neural sensors, 1000 polymer bundle. Ooh, that's a lot. 750 Rubido. That's a hell of a lot. I am kind of glad that I kept a little bit back while doing the dojo stuff. But this is also more expensive because that's usually like... Oh, hang on, that makes that normally... Something's not right here. There it is. So it is normally 500. So it is definitely more expensive as you compare it to the other one. And again, 12 hours. The systems isn't more expensive, as weird as it is. It's 1 control module. It's 1 normally. It's 1 Morphics. It's 1 normally. But it costs nanospores instead of salvage. And they're everywhere, so they're easy to get. And the plastides is definitely more. It's 700 over the 220 for the normal one. So we'll build that. Leave them to go. Okay, so massive goof here. I set them off last night. I got up this morning and half asleep I claimed them without realizing what I was actually doing, because I thought I was claiming something else and I started claiming Ember and oh, that was a massive colossal cock up on my behalf. But at least I didn't set her off to build. That would have been a hell of a lot worse. I just left it, give it 10 minutes, wake up properly. That's why you shouldn't do things while you're half asleep. But once you've claimed them, 12 hours later, the normal blueprint will show up. It says they're all there. It's going to take 1 Oracle cell. So 25,000 and 3 days. This will be done. Let's just hope this time I don't goof and accidentally claim the damn thing. That would suck. I do like how with Ember Prime I did it backwards, and that is actually great advice if you're trying to farm one of these Prime Warframes. Start with the harder ones, because you know they're going to be a pain to get, and while doing the Tier 3 stuff you might also get the Tier 2 stuff or the Tier 1 stuff. So while farming the hard to get one, you could end up getting the easier ones to get on the way. Because that's how I did this one, and I wish I'd done Mag like that, because the amount of chassis we got was silly. But there she is, all done. Claim her. Got Arsenal. So, equip Prime here. And does look quite nice. What looks even better is the fire in the helmet is actually moving. If it wasn't moving it would look wrong, but it is moving, and the pictures of her probably look better than she does right here. If we go to upgrade, one thing that is weird, Fireball doesn't cost anything to fit. See? It's taking up no points. She has 0 points. And it goes straight in. If once it's upgraded, it will cost to put in here, but I don't have a Fireball that's upgraded. My Ember was formatted in these 2 slots, so she only had the 2 abilities, which is World on Fire and Fire Blast. But Fireball will fit in straight away. And obviously, if you fit an aura, a normal one will give you 4 points to play with. A maxed one will give you 14. So straight away you can fit a higher 2 maxed, and what's the other one? Now all the mods are in there. So that one thing not having any numbers to it, it's actually quite handy. Okay, so our first ability is pretty easy. It's just a fireball. All you do is shoot fireball. Really easy ability. Not that effective. It used to be a lot more powerful. The second ability, Overheat, basically sets you on fire and any damage that you take is reduced. Not as much as Iron Skin. And it does do fire damage to those around you, so it is useful, but unless they're actually hitting you, they don't take any damage. But it doesn't reduce it as much as it used to. They did fix that a while ago. Okay, and the third one, Fire Blast, I think it's called. Yeah, Fire Blast. Basically, you put up a ring of fire. And anybody that steps into it or through it takes damage. Now that is good for defense, especially against infested, which is where IO used to be. Which is what we're actually on now, because you used to just do it around the pod and as the infested came through they would take damage. Not so useful on IO now because there's no infested here. And lastly we have World on Fire, which does exactly what it says. I mean, the animation for this is, I think this is the 3rd or 4th time it's actually been changed. And you see them dying under here. This is one of probably the best weapons against the infested. And I don't know if I'm saying things, but it does seem to have a fairly nice range. Over, let's say, the normal Ember. So that one's a bit weird. But Ember is definitely built more towards the infested with the fire abilities. But she is a really good Warframe to begin with, and now she's a Prime. Which means she should be a little bit better. I was expecting that 3rd polarity though. That one was a little bit weird. This is Earth, by the way. Just a sabotage mission. Well, it was. See? Sabotage. Somehow turned into an infested. Infested? Exterminate mission. But, I mean, World on Fire is probably one of the nicest abilities. Visually, more than anything else. Is the fact that the fire spins around you. Looks really nice. And it kills people downstairs, upstairs. Anyone around you dies. Overheat is one of those abilities that I did avoid for the longest of times, because, well, to be honest, it's not that good. But it is actually not that bad either. It's just the points can be used for other things. It's basically Ember's version of Iron Skin, and just because you've got Rhino with Iron Skin, I thought, well, I don't need one that does or can do fire damage. See, I should be blowing that up. I mean, she does look really nice. That fire on the helmet there, that does look really nice as well. I've actually seen it where the animation behind it has froze, and that looks really wrong. As long as it's moving, it's fine. But if it freezes, oh, it just looks so wrong. And no, you weren't saying things when I did the fire blast. She was wearing a green helmet on the defense mission. I did try changing the helmets. I was just hiding Ember from other people reading. I wasn't, I'm just kidding. I was just trying the other helmet to see how they look, and to be honest, it looks completely wrong. Now it says machines 1. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, even the fire blast does work nice at range. It just takes a while to get there. Much quicker than Nova's, I forgot the name of it. The ball. Like a first ability. No, second ability. I forgot the name of the damn thing. But it's still quicker than hers. So it is a very nice Warframe, but as I say, Ember was nice to begin with. Now she just looks nice. Much, much nicer. But she's still got the big thighs though. But now you can actually see her legs are normal sized, and then you've got this gold like lace stuff around it. And on her back. I do like the spikes on the shoulders as well. I don't know. I don't know what they're meant to be, but they do look nice. And that thing on her head looks like a crown. Queen Ember. Ugh. But anyway, we'll leave that off here for now. As I say, she's on the Void capture missions. At least for now, they've got a really bad habit of changing stuff around. With the last update and all them weapons, they completely changed where everything dropped. So, unless they do that, she drops on the capture missions. And start with tier 3, probably the best way to go. But we'll leave that off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.